Question is, how is my sense of identity holding me back from growth, from transformation? In fact, it's probably the single biggest thing holding us back, because everything we see, we perceive, and then act is driven by this sense of identity. It's something we don't notice because we feel like, well, that's obviously me, and hence obviously I got to do this and I got to do that, etc. So it just seems like an obvious thing, but the sense of identity, we don't question it. It's really fundamentally holding us back because that is what is fundamentally not true that we believe to be true. So we have to puncture that sense of identity to break out of it, because otherwise it feels like a container that is very limiting, but we have adapted to it and gotten comfy. And so we almost never question it, and we've adapted to it such that we feel a little bit threatened if we step out of that sense of identity. It's definitely going outside the comfort zone, going out of that sense of identity. Even if that identity is causing us suffering, we take a great comfort in being a victim. That too can feel like, at least I know what I am. I'm a victim, So we have adapted and maladapted to our identity. And the identity was never meant to be this prison that it has turned into. It's a prison. It seems like a prison, but you have the key. So is it really a prison? Not really. What kind of prison is it if you can walk out any time, right? So that's the thing. You could choose to keep yourself in and kind of feel secure. Sometimes a prison can feel secure. At least my next meal, I know where it's coming from. If I step out, who knows what will happen? So strangely, that's kind of how we function. And so the sense of identity has become an unquestioned fundamental belief. So every little thing, sometimes we start moving towards growth, but even the growth, we are looking at it as in very limiting ways, such as sometimes self-improvement can be a way where we say, I want to be a great public speaker. I want to be good in tennis. I love all of these things, and that'll help me grow too. But it's still keeping my identity intact. I'm an okay tennis player. I'll be a better tennis player. Whatever these things are. I'm pretty good at my job, but I'll be a little better at my job. You can still keep the identity growing. And that's not true growth. It's self-improvement. Further ahead is self-transformation, where you're starting to shift some of the core ideas that are in your internal wiring. And that's actually when things really start to get interesting, because you feel the shift in you, and it's a little bit threatening, actually. You feel a little scared. But if you take little steps, you'll start enjoying it, actually. Because you made a little change, a little transformation, but it's true transformation. You feel like, I like this feeling. I'm still around, and I'm a little different, but I like it. So then you start the journey of transformation, because you're willing to make these leaps and not get scared. So that's a way to start breaking out of the sense of identity. Start poking little holes and start going for little walks outside the prison. And slowly, you will not be so attached to your identity. And then start exploring bigger identities and see whether it fits. And you will find that that journey is going to be so remarkable that in a few years, you'll be like, I can't believe I was stuck with that small identity for so long, because this is so much better. This vaster identity, which is way beyond anything I could even think of. When you choose light, life becomes increasingly joyful, purposeful, and inspired. I invite you to join me to explore the realms of light, the infinite possibilities that light offers.